Traditionally, farmers in the Beth Shean Valley that sits between Israel, Jordan, and the West Bank have used environmentally damaging pesticides to protect their crops. But this year, as part of a new biological pest control project, they've ditched chemical aids in favor of birds of prey. Rodents are a big threat to the fertile valley of Bet Shean and a huge headache for local farmers. Dozens of Jordanian farm owners are working with Israeli colleagues, targeting rodents with effective natural predators instead of environmentally dangerous pesticides. Bill Hoodley, head of wildlife management at Ramat Hanadiv Natural Reserve in northern Israel, explains the project is called Biological Pest Control and has many ecological benefits.
This also decreases the use of chemicals in the same area, so it can only be a good thing. The same can be said with kestrels. Of course, kestrels hunt in the day and owls hunt at night. So if you're using both species, you get a complete cover 24 hours on your fields.
This year, organizers have started to establish the project in the area of the Palestinian Authority as well. Israel developed a booming agricultural industry in the decades following its creation in 1948. But widespread use of pesticides has posed risks to wildlife. In the late 1970s, chemicals killed hundreds of birds, prompting ornithologists to begin persuading members of the Kibbutz Sde Elahu to try to use barn owls instead. The birds can eat up to 10 rodents per day. To lure the barn owls, so named for their tendency to nest in farmhouses, farmers needed only to build boxes where the birds can mate and raise their young. Owls are a symbol of bad luck for many Muslims and Arabs, but retired General Mansour Abu Rashid, head of the Amman Center for Peace and Development, says the farmers changed their minds once they saw how effective the birds are at controlling pests.
They became friendly, and now they built some nests in the Jordanian Valley.
As the region's owl population grew, the birds began flying and looking to nest across the nearby border with Jordan, where pesticides were still in use. Chemicals seeped into the water table, and owls ingesting contaminated rodents succumbed to secondary poisoning. As a result, a group of Israeli farmers organized a regional conference to explain the advantages of birds of prey to their Jordanian colleagues across the Jordan River. With financial support from the Jewish Community Federation of Cleveland, the kibbutz provided Jordanian farmers with advice and building materials. Palestinians have few places where they can meet face-to-face with Israeli farmers. Israeli law bars its citizens from entering Palestinian-controlled areas of the West Bank, and security restrictions make it difficult for most Palestinians to visit Israel.
The idea behind this project also to bring people together, to build the trust and confidence between people, not just to build projects or barn or projects.
Imad Atrash, director of the Palestine Wildlife Society, says that the Palestinian conservationists are keen on developing the project further.
We are sharing the same land, the same air, the same aquifer, and since that reason, we should protect our nature for our future generations or our coming generations.
Organizers now hope word of the joint efforts will spread to the neighboring countries of Lebanon and Syria.